Yeah, does feel like the window has closed there, but I mean, let's see what happens.
I don't know if it's closed. I just think it's weaker. So it's like 7% is not bad. America only grew at 3%, 2 to 3% to get to where it's at today. This idea that you grow at 7 to 10% is historically unusual. This is like the Asian tigers in China are an anomaly in history, right? And so if India, with I would argue, a more challenging country to grow with because, in terms of population, it's bigger. It's a much more diverse, heterogeneous population. It's a democracy. I actually think it's not doing too bad.
Mhm. What do you make of the? What do you think has been the impact of the China Plus One? A lot of companies, I think, are looking at least for a second home or a second place where they can have some manufacturing capabilities beyond China. What do you think has been the impact of that on India? And has it been a beneficiary?
It has been a beneficiary, but less than maybe some folks had hoped 5 years ago. As mentioned, I think the biggest example of the benefits are electronics in the South. I think that'll continue. I would expect more to see more of the supply chain deepen. The But if you look at the overall, it's Vietnam, Bangladesh, several other countries have seen the brunt of the reallocation away from China. And I would also say the amount of reallocation that's actually happened away from China is pretty hard to know. A few years ago, there was a Bank for International Settlements paper that showed that, yes, if you look at imports of final goods from China, from the United States, it has fallen quite a bit, but a lot of that is due to a lengthening of supply chains. Basically, like a lot of the early steps of supply chain are still happening in China. It's just that more of the assembly is happening in other countries, then parts are kind of flowing through other countries and then making their way to the West and to the United States. And so China's share in total value add hadn't actually fallen as much as the headline trade figures would suggest to you. And so I think there's a bit of that that's happening as well.